Hi there, it's Jenny from Quick Anime Recap, and today we're continuing the final part of the anime. Don't toy with me, Miss Nagatoro. So sit tight and enjoy the video. The anime continues with Nagatoro shadow boxing in the art club room. Then she asks Senpai to be her sparring partner, but he stumbles and hugs Nagatoro. After that, she tells her friends about what had happened, causing all of her friends wanting to spar with Senpai too. As the four girls all stormed into the art club room, Nagatoro tried to defend Senpai and told him to run, then challenged Gamo-chan to a boxing match. The following day, walking into the art club room, Senpai is surprised to find the trio hanging out there. They all explain that the school cafeteria where they usually hang out has been invaded by a group of nerdy boys, prompting them to hang out in his club room instead. They even send Sakura to start some jealousy in the group by seducing them one by one. The girls then start having an argument about Senpai being a pervert. So, Nagatoro made a bet with Gamo-chan that she could find an erotic manga hidden in the art room. While Nagatoro turned the room upside down, Senpai contemplates about the erotic book he has hidden in the prep room. After a while, he began to feel bad about Nagatoro losing the bet. He then distracts the girls and sneakily placed the book behind him, letting Nagatoro to find it. The girl was overjoyed and started to playfully tease him, while her friends watched the scene perplexed. The day after that, when Nagatoro entered the art club room, Senpai noticed that she has a new earring and complimented it. Happy for being praised, Nagatoro pulls out her ear-piercing tools and offers to pierce Senpai ear. Senpai is too weak to fight back, and Senpai has been pranked again by Nagatoro. Right at that moment, Sakura stormed in and hugged Senpai to ask for help. Later, at a cafe, she explained to them about having been stalked for days by one of the boys from the cafeteria. So she asked Senpai to pretend to be her boyfriend, as she believes this would discourage the stalker to continue stalking her. Everyone believes it was a very good idea too, convincing Senpai to play along with Sakura's plan. But Nagatoro is visibly jealous about this. The following day, Senpai and Sakura went on their fake date, while Nagatoro and her friends followed them and record everything. After seeing Nagatoro, Gamo-chan teases her, asking her if she is jealous, but she firmly refusing to admit it. Before Senpai and Sakura could get too close, Nagatoro went into action by capturing the stalker and forcing him to promise that he would never do it again. Having put an end to the charade, the girl began to mock Senpai for ruining his first date, by telling him that it was probably too soon for him to do such things. He smiled and agreed. Later, Nagatoro and her friends watched from their classroom window as the second-year students were having a marathon, immediately spotting Senpai and marveling at how poorly he was performing. After class, Nagatoro went to Senpai and playfully told him she was embarrassed for him. However, when he replied that all he can do was draw, she was greatly bothered. So she began to personally train him. The following day, Nagatoro forced Senpai to join her in the marathon training, showing up wearing a sport outfit, turning Senpai face red. He couldn't help but stare at her while running, causing Senpai to up his pace to stay in front of Nagatoro. After just running half of the lap, Senpai collapsed and asked Nagatoro to stop, causing her to insult him to provoke him. Senpai gets angry and decides to continue. Eventually, Senpai managed to run the 5 kilometers marathon training, and Nagatoro told him to do some stretching. However, as they stretched, she noticed Senpai's body is very stiff, so she decided to help Senpai stretch, making Senpai blush uncontrollably. While they were doing their last stretching position, Yoshi passed by while walking her dog. Sometime later, with the culture festival getting closer, Senpai has trouble finding someone to model for him. Overhearing this, Nagatoro offers to be his model. Senpai tells her to cosplay in her Nagatoro costume. So the following week, Nagatoro showed herself into the art club room wearing Nagatoro costume that she asked the handicrafts club to make for her. As Nagatoro posed for Senpai's painting, the girls started to chat about what they planned to do with their clubs for the cultural festival. Then, Senpai remembered in the previous year, he helped the president of the club to organize the art display for the previous cultural festival's exhibition, which is a huge success. After Nagatoro woke him up from his memories, Senpai heard some familiar footsteps and asked the girls to hide in the prep room. right before the president entered with a stern expression. The president told Senpai that she heard some rumors about the club room has become a hangout for a bunch of people. She then reminds him that the art club was not a playground. She also saw Senpai's painting of Nagatoro and criticized it. So, she decided to disband the club. Due to Senpai being unable to reply, Nagatoro came out and faced the president herself, accusing her of being selfish and unreasonable. The president dismissively said, if the only club member lacked motivation, there was no reason for the club to continue. This angered Nagatoro, who lashed out and yelling that even by himself, Senpai has always worked hard. Hearing this, the president suggested that Senpai should hold his own art display, and if he managed to defeat her in the school's popularity contest, she would not disband the club. Although Senpai was not very confident about it, Nagatoro immediately accepted the challenge and cheers him on. After the president left, Senpai said that he had 0 chances of victory against her. To cheer him up, the 4 girls all offered to lend him a hand, suggesting to make his display a kitty cosplay art cafe. But Senpai told them that the art club display have won many awards over the years. Hearing this, Gamo-chan asked how could a high schooler's painting be that popular. So, Senpai showed them the president's picture that gathered so much attention. The girls were all shocked, and Gamo-chan pointed out Nagatoro already lost, comparing President's oppai with Nagatoro's oppai. Nagatoro sulked at Gamo-chan for having dissed her. However, Senpai says Nagatoro and the president are charming in their own ways. Elated, Nagatoro asked Senpai how she preferred to paint her. The following day, due to Senpai not managing to draw her, Nagatoro tries every costume she can. Eventually, Senpai stated that he didn't want to use her as his model anymore, since if he lost, it would be embarrassing for her. Offended, Nagatoro stormed off the room. Later that day, Senpai went to the art club room to work on his painting. The president approached him, wearing just a towel since she was doing her self-portrait. She told him his painting is lacking love and passion in it. At that moment, Nagatoro entered the room, and seeing the president only wearing a towel, she ran away deeply saddened. Seemingly understanding Nagatoro feelings, the president ordered Senpai to chase her. While Senpai chased after her, he remembered all the moments they spent together and the times she modeled for him. They stopped at the swimming pool. Senpai yelled at her, begging her to be his model again. Blushing, yet remaining mad, Nagatoro told him to ask the president to be his model, causing her to slip and falls from the poolside. But Senpai grabbed her and said he didn't want to draw the president but her because shocked by the answer, they both fall in the swimming pool. As they were drying, Senpai noticed Nagatoro's uniform turn transparent, causing her to splash him with some water, laughing. Walking home with Senpai, Nagatoro asked him if it wasn't better doing a cosplay rather than painting her normally, to which Senpai answered it will better to show how cute she was. Realizing what he had said, he blushed as vividly as Nagatoro, which she then started to tease him over it. Senpai manages to produce paintings of Nagatoro's daily life. After seeing, Gamo-chan came up with a grand plan to promote the art display. The festival arrives, and Nagatoro and the girls wear cat costumes to promote Senpai's paintings. But, Senpai becomes jealous when Nagatoro teases their visitors, while Nagatoro becomes jealous when girls begin admiring Senpai. Before tensions rose any further, Gamo-chan allows the two a lunch break, where they immediately dismiss their jealousy. Returning, they find the student council refusing to let the president display her painting, claiming it is immoral. However, Senpai intervenes, claiming the president's desire to paint herself is no different than his desire to paint Nagatoro, and should allow her artistic expression. Nagatoro and the girls also support the president, with Yoshi providing camera footage showing that most students were serious admirers. The council allows the painting to remain, but disqualifies the president from the competition, thus giving Senpai victory and allowing the art club to remain open. The girls then gleefully insist the president must endure a loser's punishment, and force her into a bunny girl costume. The president compliments Senpai's paintings, claiming they contain love, embarrassing him and Nagatoro. Senpai then invites Nagatoro to the closing event, a musical concert. The next day, Senpai does another sketch of Nagatoro, and she offers him another reward, only this time she kissed him for real. Thanks for watching the video. Still want to watch more anime recap? Click the videos on the screen to watch more. And don't forget to subscribe to catch the latest upload. Bye!